The lockdown, one of the most important archetypes when going against comp. These builds are capable of stopping every offensive play on the opposite end of the court. Bumps, inbounds, you name it, the lockdown can stop it. But nothing is easy. The amount of pressure that is forced onto this position can be overwhelming, and that's the exact reason why there are bad locks and there are great locks. So in today's class of Guard Academy, we will be going over everything about the lockdown position, from the bare basics all the way up to the advanced tips and tricks on becoming a top lock. Starting off with one of the most important settings, most people that are new to playing the lockdown position most of the time never touches this option, defensive assist with intense D. To access this setting, you will have to back out to the main menu, go to features and settings, controller settings, and scroll down. Now, as most of y'all may know, any 2K game is animation based, meaning that you will press a button or move a certain way, you'll never know what animation your player will trigger. So therefore, putting this setting on 15 will help you have more control over your player, and you are less likely to lose control of your player. Now for all of y'all favorite part, the badges. So I'll be going over all the badges you need in order to lock up any level of guard. And I know some of y'all may ask, what if I don't have 25 badges? Well, the normal amount of badges your player should have on a P-lock is 25, but if you guys don't have 25 and you have less, just put some badges on gold, it won't hurt. Okay, so starting off with the most important badge on Hall of Fame, Intimidator. Intimidator virtually scares an offensive player, causing them to miss shots more often. Offensive players have less success shooting the ball when contested by players with this badge. Also boosts the shot defense ratings when tightly guarded an opponent. Therefore, I'm using this badge on Hall of Fame. Next badge I'm using on Hall of Fame is Menace. This badge causes the attributes to drop when standing in front of your opponent, as long as good defense is happening on the court. The badge also boosts the chances of pushing or harassing an opponent. For that reason, I'm using Menace on Hall of Fame. The next badge I'm using is Clamps Hall of Fame. Clamps boost the ability to stay in front of the ball handler on the perimeter. Defenders have access to quicker cutoff moves and are more successful when bumping or hip riding the ball handler. Therefore, Clamps Hall of Fame. Next up, Pick Dodger. Against comp or stage players, this badge on Hall of Fame is a must. Pick Dodger improves the player's ability to navigate through and around screens while on defense. At the Hall of Fame level, can blow through screens without touching them at all. And in the stage, most of the competitive players use screens, so I'm using this on Hall of Fame. Next up, Interceptor Hall of Fame. This badge increases the chances at getting steals in passing lanes. The frequency of the success tipped or intercepted passes greatly increases, and this badge is very important, and for that reason I'm using it on Hall of Fame. Now for my last couple of badge points, I'm gonna throw in Pickpocket Gold. This badge improves the player's ability to steal the ball from a ball handler, increases the chances of a steal, and reduces the chances of a foul when attempting to strip the ball handler. Also improves the chances to strip a layup attempt from out of ball handler's hand. But if you have the extra badges, definitely put this on Hall of Fame if you can. For my final badge, I'm using Chase Down Artist on Silver. Chase Down Artist boosts the speed and leaping ability of a player when he is chasing down an offensive player in anticipation of a block attempt. So we can run this badge on Silver. Like I said, if you have extra badges, feel free to move this up to either Gold or Hall of Fame. Now for the hard part, actually playing defense. A lot of new lockdowns play hands up D, which means when they're sticking defense, they have their thumb pressing up on the right stick, and that type of defense is very easy to break down. Hands up defense can cause your player to slide around the court much more, and basically makes it impossible to trigger Menace badge animations. But y'all may question, so when do I use the right stick? Only when you feel as if the opponent is about to shoot. The right stick is really used in order to contest shots, so make sure you guys get this down. Alright, so next up, I'm going to be teaching y'all boys how to get bump steals. First, you will have to learn how to play one side of the ball handler. As y'all can see, when I'm guarding the point guard, I'm playing his hip instead of being right in front of him. This will cause the ball to go through your body, and once that happens, either press X or square to get the steal. 9 times out of 10, if your odds are good, the point guard will drop the ball. Okay, so for inbounds. On the inbound, you want to have your center come down and press the point guard with you, and the center on the other team only has a certain amount of time until he's forced to pass in the ball. So as y'all can see, I get right up in the center's face and I'm holding my hands up, and ultimately he's forced to pass the ball, causing me to hit the ball. It hits off his body, goes out of bounds. So that's only one way you could get an inbound steal. Let me show you another. Alright, as y'all can see, like I said before, my center comes down, we both press the guard, and right here we both press X, which is another way to cause the point guard to have a turnover, pushing him out of bounds, which should have happened in this clip. But as y'all can see, guard turns around, we both spam X, and he drops the ball. And basically with one of these, it doesn't really take skill, it's just about luck if you do push him out or if he does drop the ball. But yeah, make sure y'all doing this every play, and make sure your point guard on your team is playing back as safety so y'all don't give up a free two. For getting lane steals. This type of steal is the hardest of them all. You really have to time everything correctly and it has to be set up perfectly. So as y'all can see in this clip, I see that the center gets wide open inside the paint, which causes me to back off the guard a little and try to anticipate his pass. And as soon as I see the guard's hands start to move back, signaling that he's getting ready to throw the pass, I press X at the same time to get the steal, which works out perfectly. Now in this clip, I see that the guard doesn't have the ball. And obviously in stage, you always want your guard to have the ball. So I know this player is going to pass the ball back to the guard. Basically, I read the pass, I get in between both of them, and I press X to get the steal. Playing lockdown, you just have to see things like that. You always have to see every opportunity to get a steal, and this was one of them. You basically just got to be there at the right moment at the right time. Okay, so the first badge is obvious. Catch and shoot goal. I don't know no lock that is not running this badge, and you would be silly not to. Catch and shoot is a boost to the 3-point shots taken within 1 second of receiving the pass. So for that reason, I'm using catch and shoot on goal. Next up, corner specialist goal. This badge gives a boost to the shots taken near the corner. Deep mid-range or 3-point shots taken along the baseline of the court will receive a boost, whether it is off the dribble or off the catch. So we would definitely need this badge on goal. Now for the sniper badge. This is also obvious. This badge boosts to well-timed shots. Jump shots taken with good shot timing will receive a boost. This badge also allows you to make whites. So for that reason, I'm using this badge on gold. The next badge I'm using on gold is Hot Zone Hunter. Hot Zone Hunter is a boost to your shooting percentage when taking any type of shot from the hot zones. Your hot zones are based on your most recent 50 part games played. The percentages you will need are different between 2s and 3s, but for 3s, to become a hot zone, you would need to be shooting 40% or higher. So you will get a boost from shooting from the corner if you have hot zones there. So I'm using this on gold. Then for my next badge, I'm using Deadeye Gold. This reduces the impact of a defender who is closing out. Jump shots taken with a defender closing out will receive less of a penalty from the shot contest. This includes both mid-range and 3-point shots. So I'm using this badge on gold. Now for my last 2 badge points, I'm gonna split them between Lucky number 7 and Green Machine Bronze. Y'all might be thinking, Lucky 7? Yes, Lucky number 7 gives you a boost to mid-range or 3-point shots attempts within the first 7 seconds of a possession. And the boost on Bronze is significant. Y'all already know about Green Machine. Make sure y'all throw that on Bronze. Now let's move on from the shooting badges and let me show y'all how to make the build. When making a lockdown build, it could be confusing because you don't know, do you want to play more defense? Do you want to be more offensive? And in my opinion, I want to be right in the middle. So I made an offensive perimeter lockdown. The name isn't offensive perimeter lockdown, but it's an offensive perimeter lockdown. Because I don't want y'all going out there, oh, I got all this defense, but I can't shoot. Or, oh, I got all this defense, but I can only dunk. Like I see a lot of y'all with a 2-way finisher. I don't know why people make those builds because in stage, you need 3s. You don't need 2s as much as you need 3s. So I made a build right in between that can get 28 defensive badges and 17 shooting badges. So I'm gonna show y'all how to make it. So of course you guys want to go with a point guard just to be the fastest as y'all can, and so you can keep up with other point guards. Then for the pie chart, I picked this one right here, mostly red and a little bit of green. And for the physical profile, of course you want to go with max speed. Alright, so let's start off in the shooting. For the mid-range shot, you want to go with an 80. The 3-point shot, you want to go with an 78. And then the free throw, 85. The post fade, 80. Then bring down your post fade so you have a little bit more extra attribute upgrades. Bring it down to a 74 and it should be good like that. So let's move on to the defense. Of course you just want to max everything out. Why would you not? And as y'all can see, I get 24 defensive and rebound, and then you want to drop your defense down just by 1, and then see you have 24. On my build, I have 4 extra badges and I'm about to get my 5th one, so I'm gonna have 29 defense and rebound badges on this player, which is OD. I can literally do everything on the court. Now you want to go back up to your playmaking. Put your ball handling all the way up so you got a little bit of dribble on you, man. Put your playmaking up. And then what I would do, I would just go into your drive and dunk. Just put your drive and dunk all the way up, and it should look like this. So drive and dunk 67, mid-range 80, 3-point 78, free throw 85, post fade 74, pass accuracy 75, ball handle 74, interior 54, perimeter 87, lateral 87, steal 94, block 56, offensive rebound 63, defensive rebound 69. Now the defense stats may look a little bit different, and that's only because we didn't change our wingspan yet. So let's press continue. I always go with slight. Y'all can also go with compact, but I would go with slight. Now for the height, 6'5" is the best height for any lockdown build. Weight all the way down so you can keep up with your guards, and then wingspan, max it out, and look at our defensive stats. We can shoot, we can play defense, we have a little dribble on us, and we can dunk. So we want to press continue. Of course you gotta go with lockdown take. You would be crazy not to. And there we have it. We built the perimeter lockdown. Make sure y'all make this player if you're making a lockdown. I highly recommend this player. If y'all watch my lockdown build, y'all know what this player is capable of. I can almost do everything on the court. So make sure you make this build. Alright, so I know this is y'all favorite series that I make, the Guard Academies, and if y'all want more of them, y'all gonna have to show me. So drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below what y'all think. And last but not least, press the subscribe button for more 2K content like this, and make sure y'all all put on noties so y'all know every time I drop a banger like this, because I drop bangers back to back almost 5 times a week. I had to think a little bit. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, can y'all just do all those things for me, man? We're on the road to 20K. We're literally 800 away, bro. I never thought we would be this close to 20K. That's 20% of the way to 100K, man. And I love all y'all for that. But now for real, man, I appreciate all y'all boys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man.